welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Per usual, I'm excited to get into today's video because today we are doing a pick a card to see who's going to be attracted to you next, pursuing you, making a move on you, trying to get something started with you romantically. That is today's topic. So my Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And you can always pick more than one pile. Pause the video if you need more time with the stones. But we're just gonna jump in. We got group 1 with the Amazonite, Crystal Point. Group 2 with the Apatite, Crystal Point. Group 3 with the Sunstone, Crystal Point. And group 4 with the Sodalite, Crystal Point. So like I said, take as much time as you need, but we're just going to get started. Who is going to be attracted to you next? Alright, if you chose group 1 with the Amazonite, Crystal Point, this is your reading. Tapping in to see who will be attracted to you next. We're using the Arcanum Tarot for you today. And we are going to get all the way into it. See who's going to be making a move on you next. What are they all about? What do they like? What is going on? You know what? I'm actually being called to start with the Romance Angel. Spirit is making it clear that it's important to you, group 1, what the nature of the connection is. Something about that, like, that's what you really want to know type of energy that I get. Like, okay, but what is their intentions, like, type of thing. Spirit, tell me for group 1 with the Amazonite, Crystal Point. I feel like you guys have dealt with a lot of people who liked you, but it's like they can't handle the attraction almost. It's like people, like, I feel like you guys have been prey to people who get really excited or like obsessed with you for like the first few months, first few weeks, and then it's like it fizzles out. And you've specifically, yeah, we even got the wedding card at the bottom of the deck. Like, I feel like you have been setting your intention and really stern with your boundaries as far as who's coming into your life. If it's not someone who's really going to add value, if it's not someone who's going to be there for a long time, not a good time, but a long time, you're not interested. So it's like Spirit called me to hear first, because it's like it almost doesn't even matter what they're like and all of this if they're not about it, like about something long term, or about really investing themselves in the connection, taking the time to get to know you and trying to build a bond with you, because they're not going to get too far once you see that they're not about it. So Spirit wanted me to start here with you guys, but like I said, deception, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship is what it says at the bottom of the card, and that's the energy that I feel like you guys have been dealing with. Like people who make it seem like they really want, you know, the world with you. They think you're so cool, they think you're a perfect match, and then all of a sudden this switch flips and it's like they're acting different and you're over it. You're not entertaining it anymore. Beyond over it, like it's not going to be a thing in your life moving forward. And I just feel like you guys are like, if this is what the dating scene is, I won't be involved then. I still feel that you will entertain people who walk into your life, but once you see they're on that BS, it does not matter. It doesn't matter how long you've been single. Ultimately, it's like, if this person is trying to play games with me, you're not getting past. You're not moving forward with me. You're not sleeping with me. You're not getting any part of me. So we have attraction and romantic feelings though, which is funny because I feel like a part of the deception is that you guys don't know that the person coming in is someone who isn't going to try to waste your time, someone who is worth your while. But because you're trying to see that, it's kind of like when a guy asks you, like, what do you bring to the table? Like, people ask that question to avoid being vulnerable, because if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. So if you're looking for a reason not to invest your feelings, you're going to find it in whatever answer someone gives you. There's always going to be something that you can pick apart and say, nope, this is why this isn't a match. This is why I shouldn't proceed with this person, because that was their answer. And for one, you have to, you know, see it anyways. You can't just take people's word for it. And for 2, like, again, it's just like something that people ask when they're fearful. They're trying to avoid wasting their time or being vulnerable. So I feel like, you know, you're assuming that this person may not be like a good match for you, but you're gonna be pleasantly surprised. So let's keep going. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. That's Spirit's advice to you. Romantic feelings says your feelings are real and worth exploring. So you have genuine feelings for the next person coming through for you guys. But it's just your past that really kind of soured it for the rest. Ooh, this is interesting. Getting to know each other in heart-to-heart conversation. Spirit is saying, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. Let this person know where you're at, what you need. And it's tricky because you don't want to like dump too much on a stranger, because whether that's your perfect match or not, it can still be a turnoff if someone seems to be very intense, or if someone comes across as they've gone through like a crazy amount of trauma and they have to give you this whole disclaimer. So make sure you walk that tightrope. I would say on the 2nd or 3rd date, better the 3rd date. 2nd date, if you really, really like them and the chemistry seems to be really good, definitely not sleeping with them is important for you guys. I don't feel like you guys are on that type of time anyways. But yeah, Spirit is actually recommending that you tell this person like what's up with you. They're gonna start to sense it anyways. But we have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, is what it says at the bottom of that card. So there's definitely an energy here, group 1, of you getting to know someone, really liking them. What's going on here? You may have a sneaky link or someone that you have been dealing with in the interim. This would be a good time to separate from this person, or Spirit may be taking this person out of your life. So try to remain calm. That's the beauty of tarot. Once you know what's set to happen, you can better prepare for it. Or if you don't like that outcome, you can change it by, you know, switching around what you do. So separation, if there is someone you're dealing with in the meantime, you are most likely going to end up separating from that person, and it's either because Spirit is doing the work for you, or that person is, you know, getting in your way some way. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. You may be addicted to being stimulated. You may be addicted to being intimate with someone, but you're creating a further tie with someone who you don't plan to be with in the future, and that's why that's really tricky. It's like they can smell it on you. Like I can smell it on a person when they've been dealing with someone else, by the things that they say, by the things that they do, the way that they treat me. Typically, you know, you're not even going to notice it because it's the subtleties. You don't notice it because you've been dealing with it so long, but from someone from the outside looking in, you can tell when someone's moving off of like programming or a foundation already built with another person. They'll assume that you like certain things, or assume that this is the way to talk to you, this is the way to do things with you, when really that was the way that they do things with other people, and they don't even realize they're moving like that, but people from the outside can. So whether or not you feel like it would affect you or be a big deal, just be mindful of that. Ultimately the choice is yours, but Spirit is saying that. And then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So this person is going to be different. Like whatever programming, let me lift this up. Whatever programming, you know, you already have or you're already running off, this relationship is going to be different anyway. So it's better to, ooh, that's very exciting. And that's so funny because the athlete just came up, and immediately when it came up, I heard someone's guide say, this person's going to be able to throw you around. So if someone's like really been craving that sensual intimacy, your guide is making it clear, like, yeah, that other person, they were boring. They didn't like to throw you around. Maybe you like it rough. You like to really feel that passion. This person is an athlete, okay? So they're going to be able to really check all your boxes, fulfill all your needs. But we have the athlete. It says dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower, and strength of spirit. So something is well coming through is this person, they're not going to, how can I explain this? They don't have expectations of the female form or the male form. They're not going to try to put you up to this bar that you have to meet. They will embrace your body for whatever it looks like. And they love like the female form, the male form, the human form. So they're going to appreciate you no matter what you look like. So this is someone who you won't have to worry about like, oh my God, I need to lose this fupa, da, 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 da. Like, you don't have to worry about those type of things with this person. They love the human form and they're very realistic, you know. They don't spend too much time like on social media, or it just doesn't influence them to where they feel like, oh, you should look like this. That can also come from like, you know, watching different movies and things like that. So I don't feel like that's a problem from this person. The energy I get from the person coming in for you guys, group 1, is so clean. Like, I feel like they eat clean, they have a skincare routine, whether they're male or female, they, them, whatever they identify as, like, they're very clean. And they're very, a good amount of organized, a little bit of disorganization, but very like clean. They look clean, they smell good, their mind is clean, mind, body, and soul. They don't have the weight of the world weighing on their consciousness. They just feel very clean, very serene. I feel like this person is happy with their life. I feel like they're happy with themselves, and they're also detached from expectations. They really like to receive and allow. This person is the kind of person that likes to meet different people just to see their differences. So they want to see what makes you different. The Pioneer says passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. So this person may have some out there kind of hobbies. This person may be an inventor of sorts. They may like to do art, but with this person, see, here's the thing, like, it feels so far, it feels so abstract. So it's hard to say what they do that's so different, because it doesn't feel like art is the way that they show their creativity. It feels like down to the activity itself that they do is something that not a lot of people do, or that's not even heard of, you know? So it's like they show their creativity, but the thing they do itself is even very different. So I wouldn't be able to say like what that is, but that'll be exciting, especially if you're the kind of person, that'll be exciting, especially if you're the kind of person who gets really interested in other people and what they have going on. If you just like to embrace and kind of deep dive into someone else's world and just to see the differences, like, you're really going to be into this person. Now, we got The Exorcist that came out. So if you're addicted to social media, or addicted to the opinion of others, addicted to low vibrational food, low vibrational anything, whatever it is you're addicted to, this person's going to help you with that. They're an exorcist. They have the tools, the spiritual connection and knowledge, so they can get downloads for you. Wow, I love that. And they're very connected. They have this ability to connect with people. Is that Avatar I'm seeing, where they have like the tails and then the tails wrap around each other? There's a movie, I'm pretty sure it's Avatar, and it's like, that's how they make connections, and that's how I see your connection happening. So if you're someone who likes that mystical, magical feel type of romance, oh my God, this is going to be so up your alley. Exorcist, freeing yourself and others from destructive impulses. So if you have, you know, an impulse to go off, if you have an impulse, whatever your impulse is, to be hypersensual, to low-key build a bond with someone so you feel like they'll never leave you, like whatever it is that holds you back, okay, this person, they're gonna feel it. As soon as they connect with you, it's like they're just gonna be receiving downloads. You don't even have to tell them. Some of this won't even be observed. It's just something they can feel. I see you guys having a lot of experiences where you're thinking something in your head and they may say it out loud, and vice versa. Like those, I don't know what that's called. Is that telekinesis? Telekinesis, I feel like, is intentional. I don't know what the word for it is, but you get what I'm saying. I feel like you guys are like really kind of connected in that way. And then we have the damsel. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. So this person is going to give you the comfort that they're interested in, they want to move forward with you, but also they're going to help you grow, because this codependent, that's so funny how everything is connected. Because, and see, when readings go like this, that's when I know Spirit is speaking, because typically in your future or your present, you can see remnants of your past. You can see by what you're dealing with in the present, what Spirit has, you know, seen that you need to learn or you need some work through. So it's funny that separating from a codependent relationship came up earlier in your spread, and that's something this person will specifically help you with. So this is like, I don't want to attach a name to it, but that soulmate kind of connection where it's like this person is in your life for a reason as well, to help you grow. We got the Emperor in reverse, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Wands. This person is very open. Ooh, this is gonna be, for some of you, kind of hard because the Emperor in reverse, Page of Wands, Two of Wands, this person, I'm trying to find a way to like tiptoe around it, but they don't know what they want. I might as well just say it straight out. It's not that they don't know what they want, but they're taking their time and making extra sure. They're not jumping into a relationship because they're running away from being single. Like, they want to make sure that you're the person who has also the tools and the determination, the ability to really maintain a healthy relationship. The sparks are gonna be sparking, honey. Like, the attraction is 10 out of 10, like popping. The sensual chemistry is on point, but this person has this Saturnian nature to them where it's like, if you don't have the tools to maintain a healthy relationship, and if I feel like I always have to baby you and walk you through everything, if you don't have like, it's not boundaries, it's just if you fold, like if you're weak-willed, like if you have no will to do things the way that they should be done in order to get to the end goal, this person will not commit to a relationship. And it's just coming through so clear that sometimes you just gotta call a spade a spade. Like, for an example, if what can I use as an example? Okay, so say you first meet and you say, okay, I wanna wait until marriage to be intimate. They're like, okay, yeah, I can do that, me too. But as soon as, like, you know, the chemistry is flying with you guys, you're taking your pants off, you're ready to go in, it's not like one time you having like a weak moment is going to make this person like think differently of you. But if they see that you're ruled by your animalistic nature and you haven't built that foundation to maintain a long-term relationship, they're not gonna go in with you guys. And I get a very God complex kind of energy from this person because it's frustrating. It doesn't feel like it's exactly fair for them to kind of do this to you, because it's like, okay, so you're Mr. Perfect, Mrs. Perfect, and it's not that. It's just this person, it's like they'll be intimate with you but then leave you because you were intimate with them. You know what I mean? Like, not and not in that cut dry kind of way, but just know, like, as much as you guys have good times together, they're watching, they're paying attention, they're observing, and they will make decisions based off of their based off of what they see. So we got the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress. You guys are really ready to go all in, and that's the complicated part. It's like they're actually not seeing things as clearly as they could. Wow. And there's also this energy of this mirror journey because the Emperor and the Empress came out, so we have a true pair. But it's the Emperor and the Empress. It's not like the King and Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Pentacles. It's the Emperor and the Empress, so who all the kings and queens aspire to become. And that's showing out, representing you guys. I would say, if anything, you're a bit more advanced than them, but the way that you look at things is just different, and that's where they're gonna kind of get tripped up. I always say, like, it's like you have an aura and your person has an aura. Imagine your planets, you know, and you have those circular auras. Whenever you're trying to build two together, there's like the collision, the Big Bang, and then life, you know, sprouts through evolution. But in the beginning, there's that Big Bang, there's the uncomfortability, there's trying to blend two people together with powerful auras. So there's going to be drama, there's going to be misunderstandings, you know. And it's tricky because you guys know, because you're so intuitive and connected to your intuitive energy, that this is your person, but they're more logical based. So they're trying to go off of like psychology, but for you, that doesn't apply when you're dealing with your person. You know what I'm saying? You have to be super mindful how you move when you're dealing with someone who's not good for you or someone who you really have to take that time with. But because you're moving off of intuition, it's just like there's misunderstandings here. I see you guys willing to go all in. I see them kind of holding back and trying to be super tactful. Honestly, slow and steady wins the race. I feel like just patience, because you're not going to be able to turn down an Empress and Emperor connection. It's just not a thing. You would seriously have to be someone of extreme self-sabotage. So just try not to get too triggered. Put them in their place though when they try to, you know, hit you with the psychological jargon or whatever they want to say. Keep them in check and explain to them your point of view. That's something that will really work with you, explaining to them why that doesn't apply and where you're coming from, explaining that to them. It's not that I have weak boundaries and I don't have any determination or grit. It's not that I can't stand 10 toes and commit to a goal. It's that this doesn't apply because what I feel here, what this is different. I feel like some people, you know, they say common sense ain't so common. Seriously, like you have to explain things to some people sometimes. But we have the Four of Wands, which is an energy of you guys ultimately marrying or getting in a relationship, agreeing to a connection after. It kind of feels like a self-sacrifice of self. Knight of Cups in reverse. Whatever they intend to offer you or intend to do with the situation, they have to build with you. It's not singular. They're not in control, so that ain't gonna work. And then Nine of Cups, it's not gonna completely work to say, well, I'm a Empress of value, so you're not gonna treat me this way. Like seriously, again, like when you're taking two worlds or two people that have two different auras and you're combining them, you're taking someone's world that they have built and become comfortable with and combining it with another person. Energetically, your energy alone will start to fight each other. So it's not a red flag, it's just reality. And that's something that I feel like we're learning as a society now in dating nowadays, that just because, you know, everything isn't always smooth sailing does not mean that you can't be together. Oh, there's a card that fell. It got bent a little bit. Eight of Wands, cool. So once you guys get it, you get it. Once you learn each other, you know each other. Two of Cups, yeah, perfect. Two of Cups is that soulmate energy I was talking about before. Ace of Wands. Once you get in a groove, you really get in the groove. Hierophant in reverse and the Fool in reverse. But whatever you feel like you know, or whatever you Fool in reverse expect, once you can kind of set that to the side and create something unique together, that is when you're really going to be able to have progress, and that is when you're really going to soar, and things will move very fast and you'll be a well-oiled machine. So yeah, group one, super cool. I like this spread. That is what I got for you. That's the energy of your person who's attracted to you, and that's what is happening. It's not like, what are they gonna do? It's more like, what are you gonna do together type of reading, you know, because this is very clear. Like you're creating something mutually. You think you know stuff, they think they know stuff, and both of you are having to combine and create something like brand new. That's unique to you, not based off of society, because you're not dating society, you're dating each other. So that's what I got for you guys. My Etsy is linked below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me, but that's what I got for you guys today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Appetite Crystal Point, this is your reading, tapping in to say who is going to be attracted to you. Next, we're using the Gilded Tarot for you guys today. And let's jump right into it. I'm going to do yours how I did group 1, starting off to see the nature of the connection. Spirit, this is for group 2. I really want to focus on their intention. What is their intention? What are they looking for, this person attracted to them? Ooh, this is interesting. Immediately, right out the gate, we have release your ex, make the effort, and give the relationship a chance. So you guys may have baggage from older relationships, or You may be really strict as far as what it is you'll accept, what it is you're looking for. There's definitely an energy here of this person being like, can you just, I'm not him, I'm not her, can you just treat me different? Give this relationship a chance. Why are you so closed off? So you guys may be going through some healing right now, but just kind of curious, like, okay, what's going to come in next? But once this person comes in and they're really like trying to get you to come out of your shell, make an effort with them, they're finding themselves having to convince you to like move forward with them or to give them a chance. They could just not be your type as well. But we did have, you know, release your ex that came up. So I assume this is the biggest reason, but it could just be like, you know, you're not feeling it with them. Maybe you like to have a spark right away. You don't feel that with them. You know, we'll see. The time has come to clear your energy though. So this is coming in as if it's your next relationship, because if it's really time to clear your energy, this person is significant. We have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership is what it says at the bottom of that one. Make an effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you are guided to take is what it says at the bottom of that one. So there's definitely an elephant in the room, and I'm going to figure out what it is. But there's an energy here of you guys holding back a little bit. Spirit, what is the nature of this connection? Who is this person coming in? Yeah. Keep an open mind and heart-to-heart conversations. I feel like it's just important for you to communicate with this person what it is you need, instead of being so turned off. But the problem is, when you have let people know what it is you're looking for, they may have been quick to jump to, you know, what they're gonna do. And so you've decided to take this approach where you have the majority of the control, because you're not telling them what it is you're looking for, so that they can't, you know, bow out, assuming, like, you know. I feel like it's been hard for you to kind of like control where the relationships go lately, and not in a bad way, in a way where it's just like people, as soon as you tell them one thing, is like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not the person for you then. Like, people are so afraid of being hurt that they just jump to the conclusion that they don't have anything to offer you with you just declaring what it is you're looking for. So it's very tricky, I feel, with you guys. Keep an open mind says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Heart-to-heart conversation says honestly discuss your feelings with each other, which is funny because group one got that same suggestion where spirit is calling you to communicate to the next person you're dealing with what it is you're looking for. But the difference between the difference is this person is receptive to that. They're open to hearing what it is you need and, you know, conversing with you. Beautiful. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, which of course is love. So it's looking like the nature of this connection is going to be pretty serious. This person genuinely likes you. Keep an open mind. I feel like you'll be pleasantly surprised at how things go with you guys, group two. So let's see what else we get. Spirit, what can you tell me about this person? Who is the person attracted to group two? Ooh, we got the vampire. We got the mediator, the mentor, the healer, and the goddess. This person has a lot of divine feminine energy. I feel like they were raised by a single mom. I don't know why that's coming through so strong and specific, but this person, I feel like they have a lot of respect, not just for women, like, you know, the genetics of it all, but like they have a lot of respect for feminine energy, and this person holds their own goddesshood as well. The goddess, the feminine expressed through wisdom, nature, life force, and sensuality. Ooh, I love this. You guys, something that came through is this person takes it slow when it comes to intimacy. When it's time to get busy, this person is very slow with it, you know. Like, your favorite part of, you know, the act may be like the beginning of it all, you know, like really just building that connection and allowing the intensity to grow. And something you may have experienced like super strong with past partners is they didn't allow the intimacy to grow. They were just like, okay, we're starting to feel sensual, so it's like immediately to the act, take you to Pound Town, and then just dip out. And I feel like you guys are kind of over that. So something specifically coming through about this person is they're very sensual. They want to feel your skin. They want to bond with you, connect with you, feel your energy. They want all of that. They don't want to speed past the good part. It's the good part, you know. but also the feminine energy expressed through wisdom, nature, and life force as well. So tapping into this person's energy, they're very vibrant, very in the moment. They like to go places. They want to do things. They're not afraid of dancing is something specifically coming out, or you guys are going to have a really cute moment where you'll dance together. It kind of feels like a tropical setting. I'm getting like Florida specifically, but it could be like you guys going on a vacation to somewhere tropical. But I'm seeing like you guys at this like, it's not a retreat, but I did hear retreat. I see you guys like on this vacation or something like that, where you're having this moment where you're dancing together, or it could be a bar in your city. I know there's a bar in my city that's all Hawaiian themed, and it's really like legit Hawaiian thing, Hawaiian drinks. You go in there, it's literally like you're in Hawaii. So maybe it's somewhere local, but I'm seeing something about you guys. You know, you've been having a hard time connecting with people who are willing to be vulnerable, and this person isn't. And I see that happening through dance. You guys may take a dance class together. That may be something that you do to get to know each other, to open each other up. But something about dance is important. Maybe you like to dance and you've never dated someone who's been vulnerable enough with you to dance. You will get that with this person. So if that's something you've been specifically looking for, I got that confirmation here. So we got the healer, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. This person is really holding space for you. That's something that keeps coming through, holding space, holding space. They hold space for you. It's not that you need someone to solve your problems. You may even be someone who doesn't believe in putting all of your problems and baggage on other people. But what they really excel at is holding space for you to feel what you need to feel, and for you to be able to feel heard. Sorry, it's the Virgo in my chart. It's the Virgo. Blame it on the Virgo. I just really, if it's like slightly crooked, I damn near can't even focus. I'm like, I want the perfect angle. So anyways, we got the mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So they have life experience to share to you. They may be like 5-10 years older than you, somewhere in there. Or just have a lot of life experience. This is someone who's not trying to pretend like nothing ever happened to them. Like, you may date people and they have this it is what it is mentality, but that's actually frustrating with you because you want to know who they are as a person, but they're not even vulnerable enough to share what they've gone through or to say it out loud with themselves. Like, this person is so different. I feel like you've been wanting a real connection. A real connection where it's like, we're not just pretending, or like this is who we are, or ignoring the past and just trying to focus on moving forward and having this perfect family. I need to know your past to know your future. Your past made you who you are today. I need to know that, because that also teaches me, like, through your experience, I know what to be sensitive about. I know how you best learn. I know what you've already learned. So if I need something, I can come to you for that because I know that you can help me with it, you know? Something about vulnerability has been so important for you guys to find, group 2, and I really see you finding that in this person. The mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy, personal and professional life, respect for both sides of an argument. So this is someone who you can kind of debate with. If you like to watch TV with your partner and talk about the show, that's gonna be really fun with this person, because they'll play devil's advocate just because they know you like it, or just because you're having a conversation and, you know, like they'll conversate, they'll healthy debate. If you're a debater, someone who likes to debate or just kind of bounce your ideas off your partner, this person is really good with that. Also, this person is really good at getting a deal, is what I just heard. So as far as like hotels and traveling and things like that, like this person, they're organized. They got a plug, or they know like the best way to get a deal. So that's something really cute and cool, especially prices are going up. So if they can get a deal, I'll take it. We got the vampire, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. So they, something about your friends. You may have a friend that's jealous of you, or low-key a snake, or if this is your parents or family, you're trying to maintain a relationship with them, but they've been slowing your progress or hindering your progress, trying to control you. They're gonna be real about that and, you know, help you through it, be there for you, you know, getting out of that situation. But they're not going to allow someone to treat you any kind of way because they care about you so much. Like, even if it's your mom, they're not gonna, it's not like they're gonna cuss out your mom or go toe to toe with her, but they are gonna avoid it. Like, they're not going to allow. So like, for an example, if you have weak boundaries and every time your mom sees you, she just berates you with all these different things that are wrong with you, but at the same time, she expects you to show up to every event. If she's having an event, this person is going to be like, we really shouldn't go. Like, we're not, or I'm not going. Like, I'm not going to sit there and watch you go through that. And you need to say no. They're really going to help you through that and hold you accountable. Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Wands. This person is traditional. They want to take care of you. I love it. They don't want you to have a care in the world. They're holding space for you to heal and kind of like step into who you will be moving forward, make sense of the past. Time to just chill. You guys may have been on go, go, go. Like, when it comes to your career, when it comes to whatever, you guys may have really been on go, go, go mode, and it's kind of exhausted you. So this person is giving you the space to to heal, to chill. Ace of Swords in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. It's all about, you know, what you want and what you guys want as a couple together. Less about holding up, you know, like these friendships or relationships, family situations. Like, it's all about what you guys need. I really see you guys kind of separating, like separating from your old life. It's giving me, I don't know why I'm seeing such a visual, you guys may have a really creative mind. I'm seeing like all these visual, like my guides are communicating specifically through visuals. I'm seeing like a landmass breaking off and being separated from a bigger landmass. So it's like you built out your own foundation. You were a part of this community, a part of this group, a part of this, you know, lifestyle for so long, and you're breaking off of that, and you two are creating your own lifestyle, creating your own future, creating your own life together. So this will be very different. We have the Death card in reverse, which is actually coming through to me as an awakening. You had decided this is the way life is going to be, this is the way things are going to be, and this relationship is awakening you to know, like, you can create whatever you want moving forward. We don't have to build off of what someone has given us. You don't owe the system anything. Four of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse. There's this energy of throwing away what you know and really creating something unique, special, creating something new. The Magician. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna, you guys have a really non-conventional relationship, or non-conventional, and it's a non-conventional relationship in the sense that both of you don't feel entitled to each other's time. You get time and space to heal. They're not expecting you to be some entertainer. They're not expecting you to turn them on 24 hours a day. They're not expecting you to cook, clean. They're not expecting you to pay the bills. They're not expecting any traditional role from you. You guys are doing what works for you. And it's one of those things where it's like, if you guys were to be 10 years into it and create like a TikTok account and talk about your relationship, it would be viral. It would be like those accounts you see with people that do really non-conventional things, like non-conventional parenting, non-conventional relationships, non-conventional schooling, discipline, da 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 da. You'd have like one of those types of relationships that people would just be so shook by, because it's truly so unique and different to you. Wow, I see you guys really being like, it's such a blessing that we get to spend time with each other, but I don't own you. It's such a blessing. I'm so grateful that I met you in this life, but I don't feel entitled to your time, to your creativity, to your life force, to anything. I'm just glad with what you give me, and I respect your boundaries, type of thing here. And that may be very important for you, especially if you're trying to go through some healing. The best thing to do when your partner goes through healing is to just let them heal and transform, instead of making assumptions on what they're transforming into and trying to stop that from happening. And also, as someone who is transforming in a relationship, you want to not constantly present your transformation, your ideas, your beliefs to your next partner. Once you've really gotten a footing of who you are and what you want, then you can start to open up and communicate and slowly but surely walk them into it, because you come in a relationship one kind of way. You like, both parties need to mutually respect what the other may experience through this transformation. So that's the thing about getting in a relationship. You know, you do have to, when you're single, you don't have to tell nobody about what you're doing, what, you know, what you're planning, what you're going through. But when you're in a relationship, you do kind of owe them, you know, that explanation, that courtesy, that grace, that time for them to decide. And, you know, but we got the 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. I feel like this energy is coming from when you guys are starting new. You may both be struggling financially in the beginning of the relationship, because I really do feel that you guys are most likely to move and really take on this huge undertaking. Like, there's an energy here of you guys kind of being like, I don't want to live in the matrix anymore. I want to live in a different type of lifestyle. I want to have a farm where I grow all my own food and where we have, you know, animals and da-da-da-da. I want a whole different lifestyle. But to actually build your own foundation and to break off, create your own society, your own civilization is really, really hard. So there's something here about in the beginning of your relationship, like the first 2 years is hard, but not right away. The first, Spirit is saying the 2 years after you decide to make this huge lifestyle change. So say you guys were trying to, you know, the poly lifestyle. The first 2 years of that are going to be difficult. Whatever this new undertaking is, whether it's a lifestyle, a relationship style, whatever, or it could be the 2 years after your transformation. It's a bit difficult, but well worth it. We got the waiting game. Spirit is saying, like, the antagonist in your story is literally just father time. It's literally just time, you know, being patient, the waiting game, allowing things to come to fruition and keeping yourself like sane in the meantime, comfortable, trusting that you're not going to lose this relationship just because it's transforming. We got fulfillment of wishes. So once you guys are like, you know, locked in, you've built the solid foundation, comfortable, it's going to be really, really good. We got love begins. So this is looking like the next person attracted to you is looking like a relationship for sure. Someone who's really going to change your life in a good way. Spirit, what else can you tell me? Yeah, we got proceeding softly. It says my inner power grows in moments of quietude at the bottom of the card. So if you have a problem with over explaining yourself, this is going to be a learning lesson for you, but this is really the best way to go about it. Like being quiet, proceeding softly, allowing yourself grace, and both of you guys just keeping cool, embarking on an adventure. You're starting a whole new life together. So it's nerve-wracking, but it's going to be all right. I savor the wonders of the world is what it says at the bottom of there. I really feel like you guys are going to end up moving to a different country or a whole new state where neither of you have maybe even never even traveled, and just building your own life. I'm seeing mountains. I'm seeing like Colorado. We have rising above and healing the past. Rising above, I see only beauty and grace. Healing the past, I step into my future with strength and clarity. You know what? Something else Spirit is saying to me is for a few of you, it's going to be mutual. Honestly, if I'm keeping it 100% real, best case scenario is one person can go through transformation while the other person is just solid. Like taking turns. But for a few of you, just a couple of you, like you know, not very many people, both of you are giving each other like the comfort of having a relationship to heal, because both of you are secure that you have someone and have someone to do stuff with when you're not healing or going through it, doing shadow work and transforming, having someone you can bond with who understands you, to be intimate with, to connect with, to build a new life with. Both of you are doing this at the same time, Spirit is saying, for some of you. But for most of you, I really feel like it's you, but apply it whatever way it goes, you know. But we have rising above, so I do see you moving on from whatever the elephant in the room is of the past, you know, and stepping into your future. So that is what I got for you guys. Very exciting stuff. My Etsy is below in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you today, Group 2. I'll talk to you soon. All right, Group 3 with the Sunstone Crystal Point. This is your reading, tapping in to see who will be attracted to you next, okay? Really loving this reading so far. So let's see. Spirit, this is for group 3 with the sunstone crystal point. Who will be attracted to them next? Who is pursuing them? What is the nature of the relationship? Show me their intention. Show me the truth. Show me what they need to know. For group 3. That is so funny. Your guides are working overtime to swat people out of the freaking way. And it's like you guys want to see every little thing that passes through. It's like there's a chain of command. This is how I see it. You guys are like the king, the queen sitting on the throne, and your guides are like your knights, you know, your army. And if something is just absolute foolishness, it's getting swatted out of the way. Like it can't even get close to you. But because you want something either so bad or you know exactly what it is that you want, you're holding on Ziploc tight and just kind of like wasting your time. This could be going on dates with people who you know there's nothing there with, or you know is out of alignment with you. This could be an energy of feeling like you have to entertain everyone and anyone. This may be an energy of you always feeling like you have to project yourself, put yourself in a space to be seen, so that every pot, like you're trying to make it so easy. And then you're going through these people and they're like, and it's like your guides are just trying to keep them out of the way, keep you out of the mix. Your guides have heard what you want. They're working overtime to bring you what it is that you want, but you feel this need to be so involved because you know what it is that you want, that it's working counterintuitively at this point. It could change your opinion on the dating pool. It can make you stop trying after a while because you've exhausted yourself. So many things could happen, but let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. You're at the point in your journey where you really do have to trust and surrender to spirit. And that's something you're kind of struggling with. Like one day you may feel really empowered. You may make yourself a little charcuterie board and just vibe out in your backyard, you know, with a book. And it's like, oh, this feels so good. I feel like, so fabulous, lush, taking care of myself. Just sitting in my energy. And I feel so powerful. You can feel like your magnetism. A lot of times when you really start leaning into your feminine energy, you're just going to start to feel like really sensual for no reason. Like, I could hump up. Okay, let me not do too much, but anyways, sorry. But it's just like an energy of you guys really feeling yourself. But you have a day when you're feeling good, you know, doing your thing, and then you kind of revert to the old program, and it's feeling like, let me take my social media off private, or let me post all these, you know, stuff so people can see me. Let me make sure I'm smiling at everyone. Let me make sure I make eye contact with everyone. Let me make sure I'm not missing out on anything. And there's just these two warring energies within you. We have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectation. So the funny thing is, not that you won't have love at first sight, but you wouldn't even see your perfect match like as your perfect match if you wanted to, because you know what you want, so you assume what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? So like, for an example, like a lot of people who aren't, you know, very wealthy, they assume that rich looks like boring. Oh, if I look like a rich woman, I gotta wear pearls, I gotta wear, you know, clean linen, and boring, just BS. Where it's like, people who are truly wealthy, they wear whatever they want to wear, because you're associating like rich in a stereotypical kind of way, where it's more like old money, or it's like a British 1970s collegiate kind of style. Like you're associating what rich looks like. And this is just an example, but so you're looking for someone who's successful. Maybe that's something on your list, or someone who's emotionally intelligent, someone who's warm. So you're looking for someone who's warm, and maybe your perfect match has RBF, or they look scary on the outside, but they're a cuddle bear, and you would totally overlook them, assuming that's not your person. So that's the thing. Like, you know what it is that you want, and you will know when it's in front of you. Now you have to trust that spirit has heard you. Your angels have heard you. They know what you're looking for, and it's going to come to you. I used to have this coworker. He was a part of this motorcycle club, big guy, like tall as ever. This dude's like 6'4", 250 pounds, like this, or more than that. I feel like he was like maybe 300 pounds. I don't know, huge. And bald, shaved head with tats on his head. Like this dude, but he was the most softest guy. He was seriously so sweet. He was married. He loved the heck out of his wife, treated her like the freaking queen. And it was just like, whoa, like once you actually get to know people, it's crazy how the projection really means nothing. You know, what it looks like is like never what it really is. Sometimes it is. But we have the engagement card. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, naturally putting yourself in a space where you know that you're attractive, so you don't feel the need to overextend yourself and make yourself available, because you'll know you'll naturally attract people. Working on your magnetism, working on you know, really feeling yourself and looking at yourself how you want to be perceived, and really working on what's going to make you feel that way about yourself is going to be the most important thing. You don't have to go get it. You don't have to find love. Love is going to find you. And it's really about trusting. And the thing is, a lot of people say, no, it's not. I've been single for 5 years. That's the thing. Meeting someone is not conditional. Meeting someone, you don't have to go through a period of anything before you meet someone. You can meet someone literally any day, without any work, without anything having to be done first. And you guys may be thinking like, no, it's not going to happen, because you're basing this one experience that always happens for everyone through serendipity. You're using like the past of maybe not having someone, or how things have been, or what you have experienced as evidence to support your future, and it just doesn't. These are two different, you know, things we're talking about here. So we have a wedding. The situation involves a marriage. So I see that you guys are already aligning yourself with the perfect romantic partner. I see you're already aligning yourself up with marriage, someone who wants to marry you, someone who takes you seriously. And trust is a huge thing. Sorry, I got crystals outside of the frame. You can't see them, but falling. Trust and knowing is a huge thing for you. Work on your trust, work on your knowing would be the most beneficial thing. Spirit, who is coming through? What is their energy? What do they like? What do they value? I just heard a very specific way to put it. Ooh. So we have the Queen, radiates regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Yeah. And it's so funny because I'm like tapping into your person's energy, and spirit is really staying on you. And that's the thing, like what the person who's going to be attracted to you next is exactly as you've manifested. And that's why spirit doesn't need to confirm and over explain. You need to work on your knowing, your trusting. We have the victim, prevents you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. That is spirit's advice to you. Gambler, willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubt you. Your intuition has told you that you have done enough. There's been points in my journey where I'm just like, I know for a fact that I've done enough, and I'm simply not going to work towards it anymore. Like, I know that spirit has heard me. I know that I have done enough, just period. Even if you can't get to the point where you feel like angels and spirit is helping you, just knowing like, I know I've done enough, so it is what it is. And you know, really sitting in that energy a lot of times is all that's needed. We got the addict, helps recognize and confront addictive behavior. So you may be addicted to helping. You know, there's a literal book, When Helping Hurts. You may be addicted to always being a part of the process, addicted to work, addicted to doing, always being in your masculine energy, and it's time for you to shift into your feminine. We have the Poet, expresses soul insights in symbolic language. So your guides are communicating to you through like books, signs, and symbols. Some of you may find that to be patronizing, because it's like, I just want to know straight up, am I going to get my manifestation or no? But it's like your guides won't even entertain that at this point, because they've sent you signs and signals early in your journey. And also it's like, as you ascend and grow, you don't really have access to certain things anymore, because that's not the way it works. Like when you first start a job, you're a team member, but once you go from assistant manager to manager, you don't get that person above you micromanaging you every day. Like, this is what you need to do. This is what needs to be done. You have to know and trust in your own ability and know that you're in manager's position for a reason, because you've worked for it and you have to manage. So it's like you're past the point in your personal evolution spiritually where your guides are going to give you all of that love and light, comfort, you know, it'll be all right. It's like, it really is time to boss up. I got to be honest. And we got the father that tried to jump out. So you may have a transit happening in your chart with Saturn, because it does feel a bit Saturnian. Like, it's like, okay, dang, we can't get one confirmation. And Saturn is not playing no games. Talent for creating and supporting life, positive guiding light within a tribal unit. So it's kind of like you're the leader at this point, and you need to allow yourself, your masculine energy, to like grow into father energy, where there's a knowing and trust and a sense of doing what needs to be done. Like a father, say you're going on a family trip, it's the father, the mother, and the 3 kids. If you get to the kiosk and it says your flight left an hour ago, father has to go into dad mode. Father does not have time to fall apart and look for direction. Father is going to go straight to the associate and say, how will we resolve this problem? And that energy in itself kind of programs the world outside of you to bend to your will. You know, have you ever been in an experience with customer service where it's like they tell you one thing, but you end up able to get your way, or to get a deal, or to get them to help you, to get them to do what they said they couldn't do before, because you were so insistent with the facts and the information, and you knew what you needed to be done, and you weren't going to take no for an answer. And then they eventually kind of like, that's that energy that you need to be in now. Trusting, knowing, I know I've on my shit. I know I'm a great woman. I know I'm a great man. I know I've done my part. I'm not worrying about this petty BS anymore. I'm not micromanaging because it doesn't work anyway. I'm going to boss up, period. And sometimes that is just exactly what it is. And that's where you guys are at. It's time for you to step into your queen and father energy. Put that masculine energy to use now that you know how to harness it, and become the person who knows. Become the father. Otherwise, the world is just going to sun you. The cosmos are just going to sun you. Saturnian energy is so like, I personally like Saturnian energy, but lately, like the last year specifically, I've been staying the hell out of Saturn's way, because Saturn is not even like, Saturn is not playing. It's just really not, like the last year or two. So I've just been staying out the way. I'm not, you know, I had to boss up in my own personal energy. I couldn't come to Saturn like, have mercy on me. It's your daughter. Can I get a crumb? Can I get a bit of comfort? Like Saturn's like, there's stuff that needs to be done right now. Like, get the heck out of the way. Otherwise, you're going to be looked at as the problem. So you guys, it's just about getting out of your own way. You already know what's coming. You already know what's coming, especially if you're still watching and you haven't clicked off. That lets me know you have enough like tenacity to even receive this message. You have this energy in you, and it's just about allowing it to grow enough to where it fully encompasses you and you can sit in it. It's a part of you. So let's see. We have connection. A new connection is coming into your life, platonic or romantic. We got good luck. Things will come in your favor. I didn't pull from this deck from group 1 or 2, but I'm figuring like, okay, you know what? Let me pull for this one, since Spirit is really not giving any information. Like, I'm telling you, this entire message is about you. You already know what's coming. You've asked, you've told Spirit exactly what it is you've wanted, what it is you're looking for. You've gone through enough relationships where you know what to like put out into the world that you don't want, like energetically. And it's about trusting. We have choices. You will be faced with many different choices that can lead you down many different paths. And that's where free will comes into it. And that's where free will can be kind of this eerie type of concept where it's like, ooh, spooky. Because it's like, you know, even though you have all this power, you can still make a wrong decision. You know, there's been plenty of kings and queens in history who have the perfect set of circumstances, but just F it up because of their human nature. I don't feel like you're gonna F it up. I feel like you guys just need to relax and trust. It's easier said than done, but focusing on trust and really kind of pampering yourself is the best thing to do right now, which is so funny because especially if you follow my other channel, like, you know, like, I am always in a good mood, but I don't skip over the important stuff. So I will never tell someone working on themselves has to do with, you know, pampering themselves and doing face masks and just sitting in your yummy feminine energy. You have to have a lot of experience with your masculine energy to even get the comfortable, like, to create the space to be in your feminine energy. So it, like, just sitting in your feminine, if you've always been feminine, or if you've been you know, healing or in a journey where it's like you're weaker, that's not gonna work at all. But with you guys, you have really done the work. Like, this is my I'm trying not to cuss, my bad AB, my boss babes. Okay, this is my pile of, like, yes, sir. The ones who have really done the work. We got body talk. Everything is about you. It's your world. We're just living in it for real. You'll be making improvements to your body, diet, exercise, plastic surgery, etc. I don't personally recommend plastic surgery, but it's your life. But I do see you guys making improvements to your body, dieting, exercising, maybe going vegan or vegetarian if that's something that you have wanted to do for the last few years. Now that you really truly don't have something else to worry about, or focusing on, you know, just another part, getting in alignment. Got the Ace of Pentacles, the Princess of Wands. So you're naturally abundant. Money needs to be this way as well. It's time to get out of that energy of just, we gotta go get it, gotta go get it. The thing is, it's not that you don't have to take any action and everything is gonna come to you. It's not like black and white where it's like the total other side of the spectrum where money's just gonna show up in your bank account like as if it's a bank error. It's more like about, you have to trust that you're gonna get your next steps directly from spirit, and then you just have to follow through and execute. You know, but not chasing after the bag, trying to, you know, to the point, because that's when you start getting wrapped up in get rich quick schemes or buying books and content that's not going to do anything for you, taking courses, or, you know, oh, I see everybody's doing this, let me do the crypto thing, and you know nothing about it, you lose all your money. Or, oh, I see everybody's doing Airbnbs and flipping them, blah, 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 let me do that. Like, no, like, let spirit give you the messages and then you'll take action. But it's not something where you have to look for it and chase the bag. If there's nothing to you, there's nothing available. You have to trust that you've done everything that you could, and also not literally nothing available. There are things you can do, but they're not a frequency match. Otherwise, it would be presented to you. So that may be an easy job for someone, but that may drive you absolutely insane, flipping Airbnbs and dealing with all that stuff for you. So also remember, like, this is your personal journey. You haven't gotten that download because it's not in alignment with you, and social media doesn't even show you. Like, people be miserable as hell, acting like they're balling out and living the life of their dreams. Okay, so we have the High Priestess in reverse and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, calming down and allowing spirit to direct you, allowing spirit to show you. We got the Nine of Cups in reverse. Some healing that needs to be done, or forgiving of yourself. Like, I feel like you may have lost some money, or something bad like may have happened. You could have gotten like some sort of like centrally transmitted something, or a baby, or lost a huge chunk of money that you really needed. Like, some rabbit hole you fell down. It could have been a heartbreak, really actually did negatively affect you. And Nine of Cups in reverse, you need to heal from that, forgive yourself from that, give yourself grace that you were learning, or that, okay, you chose the wrong decision. Like, we have to move forward from it. Like, forgiving yourself is also something. So the way to forgive yourself, you start with, you know, just treating yourself like you're worthy, not always forcing yourself to never do anything nice for yourself because you don't feel like you deserve it, you know. And then one moment you'll just realize you may like have this just spiritual experience where you just burst into tears. You're having a beautiful day, you know, treating yourself to a picnic, and then you just burst into tears and have this really healing experience. We got the 9 of Pentacles and the Moon. Like, you have so much value that you may not necessarily see because of a decision that you've made in the past, but it's time to forgive yourself for that and let it go. It is something heavy though. Like I said, like, you know, it's something kind of permanent feeling, or something that will always be a part of you. And we have the World, you know, getting back to a place where you realize that you deserve the world, you will have the world. And that's the thing about the world, you know, the world is completion, but you can't have the good without the bad. You just can't. So a lot of people will see the world and they'll get all giddy and excited, but the world means you have been through the absolute ghetto of every single major arcana. The World is number 21, the last card of the major arcana. That means you done face the devil, you done face Temperance. Everyone's like, oh, Temperance is about balance. Yeah, how do you think you're gonna balance? By you just balanced? No, you're gonna have to work through that. The Death card, letting things go, final endings, the Emperor, oppressive energy, the Empress, allowing yourself to be loved and also really learning how to love. The Fool, you know, being someone at square zero, someone who literally doesn't know anything. You have to go through the entire major arcana to get to the World. So it's a lot of the universe, like, you know, you trying to get up and the universe like slapping you back down. But you're here. I'm hearing 8 for you as well. You may be in an 8 year. Something about 8 is significant for you guys. You may be born in August or on the 8th. Something about 8. You may have been seeing a lot of 888. Or the 88 portal may have been significant to you. But yeah, you guys, that is what I got for you, group 3. That is what came up. And yeah, my Etsy is linked below if you want a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, group 4 with the Sodalite Crystal Point. We are using the Witch's Tarot for you guys today. And we're going to see who will be attracted to you next. What are they trying to do? What are their intentions? What are they all about? So yeah, let's get into it. Group 4, Spirit. This is for group 4 with the Sodalite Crystal Point. Who will be attracted to them next? What are their intentions? What are they all about? What is the nature of the connection? Ooh, wow, we have yes, this is your soulmate. And then we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, which is so funny because the soulmate card and then the only other card in the deck that says anything about a soulmate also came up for you. So that's confirmation. Yes, this is your soulmate is what it says at the bottom of soulmate. But then at the bottom of keep an open mind, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectation. So another confirmation that specifically the person you're going to be dealing with next is your soulmate. So let's see what else we get. But that is what we have to start, Spirit, for group 4. So I feel like this is collaborative, even though we're tapping into who's going to be attracted to you. I do feel you're obviously going to be attracted to them back, especially, yeah, we have this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek is what it says at the bottom of the card. That's the only thing I don't like about the romance angels. This deck is they factor in time. We're tapping into who's going to be attracted to you next. So of course, that does not mean that you've already met them. But it could be if you already know who your soulmate is. But we do have multiple soulmates. Yeah, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Time for you to make a decision for you. I do feel like you're already dealing with someone, and if I had to say, this person may resonate to you as a soulmate, but there's romantic partner soulmates and then there's life lesson soulmates, and whoever you're attached to, it reads to me more like a life lesson soulmate, not because they suck or you've gone through so much with them, but because it's time to take back control of your life. So Spirit is kind of saying, whatever there was for you to benefit from this connection has already been benefited. Like you've already learned or experienced whatever you were supposed to learn or experience with them. So it's time to take back control and move forward here with what it is that you want. what it is that you're looking for moving forward. We have the trust card. The situation is calling for you to have faith is what it says at the bottom of that one. So there's an energy here of you needing to trust that that is not the only person you'll be compatible with. You can have a love just as special, if not more special and unique, with someone outside of that person. I feel like this is someone you've been dealing with for a while. It feels kind of karmic just because it feels cyclical, like you've dealt with them for years or have been thinking about them for years, really thought that that was going to be the person you were going to be with. No one knows me like that. No one understands me like that. No one's, you know, I'm getting an energy of you guys kind of having your doubts about whether someone will have the ability to resonate with you on the same level as that person did. But we do have the true love card here. It says this is the romance of a lifetime. So there's definitely an energy here of you needing to trust, of this being a very strong connection as well. Spirit, tell me about them for group 4. What is this person like? Something about physical touch is also important. Intimacy. You guys need to connect with people out like other than intimacy, but you also want the intimacy to be very good, slow, you know, not like we're rushing to the finish line just because we're having a good day with each other, and then we rush past, like, you know, the good stuff, the soft stuff, the connection. Spirit, tell me about them. Wow. Okay, one more. This person is very different than anyone I feel like you've dated. This person has studied many religions or many languages, and they borrow from each language, each religion. I'm also hearing culture. This person has either traveled the world. We have the Thief here. Sheds the light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. They have a strong sense of self. They don't move out of a space of fear. They don't allow society, people, anyone, anything to control them. They don't assume the worst in tense situations. And that may specifically be something you need. Like maybe you really kind of freak out. I have this ex, I went to Japan with them, and one thing I can say is when we got to the airport, our tickets weren't working, and I'm like, what the heck? And I'm a planner, so I planned everything, but I didn't check on the flights. So we got to the airport, and the lady's like, your flight has been bumped up 2 hours earlier, so instead of leaving at 10 a.m., your flight left at 8 a.m. I'm telling you guys, I literally I could not handle it. I had a breakdown. I really did. I had like a whole breakdown, hyperventilating and everything. I just gave up. And my partner, who wasn't typically like the type to really like, usually they just allowed me to lead. That was just the dynamic because I have such a strong sense of like organization, but I just couldn't handle it. They really stood up in that moment, and they talked to the lady, figured everything out. It was just too much for me. I couldn't handle it. I was overwhelmed. And that's what I feel with this person. They have such a strong sense of self. They don't allow even hard times to get them off their game, to disturb them, to change them. And if you're someone who kind of like is more anxious and you tend to freak out or, you know, assume the worst before you're assuming like everything will be okay, you guys are going to fit together quite well because this person's strong suit is that they can remain calm. So we have the Guide, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. This person is really a humanitarian. They care about animals. They care about human. They care about people having good experiences. They'll have a conversation with anyone. They connect with anyone. They have the same amount of respect as they have for someone who's down and out on their luck and someone who's, you know, rich and at the top of their game. So this person is really going to reconnect you with your humanistic nature. You may have gotten lost in the sauce of trying to make it or trying to accomplish certain things that it did kind of change you as a person. You had to step over some people or you kind of lost touch with your humanity. This person is going to reconnect you to that. I love that. We got the scribe. Preserving knowledge and information, which is cool because if you've really been wanting to go on a spiritual journey, this person, they know the books, they know the frequencies, they know, like, they have actionables, like frequencies you can listen to if you're going through a hard time to kind of give you a pick-me-up, or they know like books that you can read that will actually help you, rare books. Like, I feel like this person may have an in-home library, like a book wall. They have a lot of actual actionables, connects, and information. I just saw 8:08 on the clock as well. The 8-8 portal may have been significant to you, or you may really resonate with the number 8. We have the child orphan, independence based on learning to go at it alone, conquering the fear of surviving. So this person may have had a hard start in life, but they've pushed through that, developed as a person. It really has like developed character within them, and they're healthy, they're whole. I get really good energy from them. And then we got the rebel, challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. So this is someone that cannot be confined by society, by religion. This is really a free spirit, really. They do their own thing. They're about what they're about. Strong sense of self. They're like really anchored and tapped in, really grounded. Ooh, we got the Lovers card. Okay, the Lovers card, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You guys are either going to end up living a life where money is not the focus. You may feel like low-key money is evil, or like it brings the worst out of people. You're going to work through that with this person. Either you are not going to have to worry about money because this person has finance together, so that's something you can release and exercise out of your system, or you're going to live a life with this person where it's like you guys build something that doesn't have to do with money. You don't have to worry about money. Ten of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely a shift in values here, and like your past pain turning into your strength. So this person is definitely going to help you spiritually and emotionally. We got the Seven of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. I do see you're going to have to address the past before you move forward. So if you have like some low vibrational attachments or tendencies, if you self-sabotage, or if you always go back to, you know, an ex, or if you always assume the worst, whatever it is, this person, like, you're really going to have to address the past together though, before you move forward. We got the Page of Swords. There's definitely an energy here of you guys doing your best, but also handling things very uniquely, like not treating you like you're just because you struggle with XYZ, you need to be treated like a kind of way that people are typically treated like that. So like, for an example, if you struggle like with bipolar or something, this person isn't going to treat you like the typical person with that same circumstance. Things are going to be very different. We got the Five of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of money attachments you guys are getting rid of, and also your thoughts, beliefs, understanding of money is going to change through this relationship. We got the Empress in reverse. It's kind of like destroying everything, tower energy, so that you can completely rebuild on a new foundation. What is that? I'm like, what is this energy? Spirit, what is it? What is the elephant? What is this clearing? Something about communication. The communicating freely card wanted to jump out. You may have a throat chakra block or a hard time communicating to people what it is that you want, and this person is going to give you the time and space to do so, but you won't move forward until like you're really healthy and ready. Expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. You may be a bit pessimistic, which I don't think is a problem in itself, but it could be really, really bad. Like, and again, we did have all that money related stuff, so you may have had some money related trauma, like maybe you got evicted or you crashed a car and it really like you may have been down on your luck directly related to some sort of financial situation. It could be like growing up in poverty or something like that, and I see you working through that with them. We got rising above. I only see beauty and grace. You only see the world, spirit, your circumstance as a circumstance where you experience grace, where you're taken care of, where someone cares. Love gain. A love connection is starting and strengthening. I do really feel like this is someone new, because I was kind of like wondering in the beginning if this was going to turn out to be someone you had already dealt with, but no, I do feel like this is new. We got the Land card. Hard work and perseverance is the only way through. There is no easy way out. And that's the thing, like I'm in this place as a person where I'm being more direct with my friends, with my family, and it kind of transfers into my readings. But because we don't necessarily know each other, it can be hard for me, because then it feels like I'm coming for you. You know what I mean? Like if you're hearing something uncomfortable from like a trusted friend, family, you know their intent, you can allow them to speak. But when you're hearing it from a stranger, it can get a little dicey. And the energy is so like the only way out is through, and that's what I want to say and really like drive it in. But I also don't want to do too much, because you know, you may not be in that space like with me as a reader, or just in general, where you really want to hear that right now. But this is the energy I really see when it comes to this relationship. You know, the only way out is through. The only way to heal your relationship with money, because it is something that you typically need, is either to start something new and create a life that is it can be very hard and uncomfortable to create a life, create your own civilization, your own way of bartering or moving to a place that you don't really know and adjusting to the culture, adjusting to the way things work. It can be uncomfortable that way, or it can be uncomfortable in the sense that you really have to develop your trust with money again, with people again, with speaking up for yourself, with love, with life again. Yeah, okay. I mean, come on. We got recovery. You will bounce back from money-related issues. Sometimes it really is spooky the way, like, the cards just get to speaking. Because this deck has, I want to say, 80-something cards. At least 70 in it, though. And they're all coming out, like, on point. The beginning of a new cycle approaches. Get ready. So there really is things to be excited for. And like I said, more confirmation that this is with a new person for those of you who are like, okay, Spirit, send me a sign if it is or not. I would definitely say that is with you guys starting over. Recovery, you will bounce back from health-related issues. You may have been struggling with your health as well. It could be, you know, mind, body, and soul. Body health, your physical health, mental health, spiritual health. Like, you know, you've been in a fog. You've been feeling really triggered by energies of the world and everything going on. So it may have been hard to manifest. It may have been hard to connect with your guides. A new cycle is beginning. It's time to spring into action. We got the spring card here. So this could be happening in spring, or spring could be significant for you. Maybe you've been on a new path since spring, and you're finally seeing like positive results from that. We got moonlight. What's done in the dark will be brought to the light, secrets revealed. So I feel like something about your past is hard to let go of, because someone hasn't fully admitted like what they did or taken full responsibility. That's always like a beautiful thing, where Spirit comes into a reading and, you know, gives us that confirmation, because we don't always get that confirmation. Like, we don't always see people getting karma for what they've done or taking responsibility in the 3D. Sometimes we just have to trust that it's happened. And you know, because leave it to people, especially like if you're going off social media, people are not going to talk about how they really feel. Twitter is like the only app where you really see people like being honest about how they really feel, but it's because of how the app is set up to just kind of like instant gratification. I need to get this off my chest, you know. But anyways, something that someone has done for you, and I was feeling like a father energy with that. Like, this may be something your father did to you, something done in childhood by a father figure, someone you really respected, really took advantage of you in a way. new beginnings. Like, how many times is Spirit going to give us the confirmation that there's a new beginning coming for you guys? And then we literally got the partnerships and alliances card. So there's definitely a new start on the way, you guys. We got obstacles and challenges. If I can pick up the deck. At the bottom of the deck. So the underlying energy is, yes, there are going to be obstacles and challenges, but I saw this video not too long ago. It was like a TikTok someone reposted on Instagram, and it was this psychologist, and he was talking about, it's not about finding the perfect partner. No person or partner will ever be perfect, but it's about finding the person you feel comfortable with and safe enough with, where you can safely and comfortably be triggered by them. You can allow yourself to be triggered and grow because you feel comfortable enough with them. You know their intention isn't to hurt you, even if you're facing a dilemma. And that's what I see here. Like, the relationship isn't perfect. You're not, you know, you didn't, like, that's not growth, you know, experiencing super traumatic stuff and then just having someone love you down and like run off into the sunset. That's not always reality. It's like the rare case, you know, so we can't use that to support what's going to happen for most people. What I see here is this is someone you're comfortable enough with, where it's like, I know your intention, I know your heart, and you're triggering my growth, but you're a partner. We have an alliance. I trust you. And that's also going to take some time to build that trust. So that's what I see for you guys. You know, this new beginning is not surface level. This relationship is not surface level. Foundation and achievements. I see you guys building a foundation with each other. But we got mental conflict and emotional withdrawal. So it may be your natural incline to run away. That may be your thing. Or you may be struggling with, I want to stay with what's familiar. I don't want to grow. I just want to go back to the way it was. I've definitely been there in the journey where it's like, I don't even care. I don't even care. Like, put the wool back over my eyes and let me just be a vegetable and just do life. Like, I don't want all this triggering and growth and expansion and spiritual downloads, and I'm seeing things and it's crazy and I'm learning things and I don't want it anymore. But it's not that you can't walk away from this situation, but it's just that you really shouldn't. And I don't see that you will, because it really is time to get the life you deserve. And again, you can only do that by really persevering and going through it, going on the journey. So I see that you have the person that you're comfortable with enough to do that, and you're moving forward. So yeah, group 4, that's what I got for you today. My Etsy is in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.